That's how we're starting.
Alright.
Welcome to whatever this is, episode 4.
Hello.
Actually, weren't we going to call it
Question mark.
Oh, yeah. Question mark according to the end of the last episode. No, it's Chimp and Trees Adventure, Minecraft Adventure.
No, that sounds like something that'd be animated. And
no,
if
but
you
it's
heard
cool.
these-
We're doing adventures.
We're not though, are we? We're just two nerds sitting on a computer doing bullshit.
I'm not hey, I don't want to damage my computer.
That's not even funny sarcasm, dude. You have severely disappointed me.
I disappoint everyone, get used to it.
I expect a
Right,
certain level
what
of
I've done-
tolerance from you.
Ah, I found yes! Unity!
Oh.
Right, what I've done off the episode is, somewhat complete the farm. Hoed all of it out apart from that one block here, because rebellious. Got some potatoes growing there, seeds, wheat growing there.
I swear I got you some carrots.
You did. What did I do with it?
Hey, when did we
Carrots.
get the chest?
Forgot you don't pay attention. We also have an extra chest that I only just remembered.
For
Right,
18 years and that still continues to surprise you.
19. So,
Alright, 19.
I found out where that fucking skeleton spawned.
No, I didn't start liking you until I was like 2 dudes, so...
So, what I'm planning on doing, which I have no doubt will probably fail because it's the rarest thing ever, find some diamonds so we can get diamond pickaxe, get some obsidian, and then maybe the nether could be in question. And I say in question, Ryan will probably die immediately. Also, we're low on coal, so I could do a minus some coal. Where am I going?
Where the fuck is it? You know damn well what I'm looking for. Where was it?
Oh, right. Yeah. Ooh. Convenient.
Son of a bitch thinks he's won this.
I'm sure there'll be many more coming up.
I fucking will be. I'll kill them all.
It reminds me of something I say to my dog. Kill them all, he just goes fucking nuts. Actually no, enchantment table, that's what I needed the obsidian for. Which reminds me, we need to get a sugarcane farm. And... a cow farm for leather.
You're just saying about your dog. I've just finished training mine to attack when I clap.
Right.
Unfortunately, she's been trained to attack me when I clap.
That's hilarious.
So if I clap, she kind of eats me.
Well, it is Amber, she's not the brightest.
You're talking about a dog who actually argued with his own reflection for a good half an hour.
That's just a dog though.
Oh no, this wasn't like when she was a puppy or anything, she just...
Again,
Was
why
it
I'm
like-
surprised by this, it's Amber.
It was like not even a big mirror, it was like a makeup mirror.
Oh, shit.
Got a reflection in it.
You know what?
I was like, hurry up and get that fucking...
I'm fed up with almost following that every time I go here. I might say following. But falling, not following. English, I'm telling you, it's difficult. Splash. I swear it's... Ah, there it is. Right. Right.
How do I know that tune?
I can't remember.
It's American Dad, but I can't remember.
Gold!
I can't remember what in American Dad it was from. Someone that was overly happy, I remember that.
To do with Steve, I think he was going to school when he saw the cat or something.
No.
No, it wasn't that. That's gonna drive me insane! Wait, I was gonna go... Was I... What level am I at? 11. I'm at perfect level.
God damn it.
You know what?
You know what? My brain has successfully killed itself now because it can't think of that answer.
So soon.
Yeah.
Damn it! I was hoping it was going to be diamonds. Just mine randomly through a wall. You'll find diamonds eventually. Strip mining!
Yeah.
Delayed reaction. Red zone!
It was like someone died here.
Sorry about that. Not sorry. I feel like I'm going to mine it into the lava in a minute. And I don't feel as if we need this much iron anymore.
Yes, we do. Iron is always handy.
Actually, I've always wanted to have a stack of iron blocks. I was getting close to it on my overworld, but then, of course, I made a shit ton of iron golems. I feel like I've just completely missed the entire ravine, and I'm just strip mining. Although I can hear some zombies. And I can hear water. You know what I haven't found in a while? A dungeon. Oh. How convenient would that be if that was a dungeon?
So I was just thinking. Convenient dungeon is convenient. Good luck.
Butt clench. Wow.
Holy shit.
I'm going that way.
So didn't you dig into the wall to avoid this?
Yeah.
And you just went in there anyway.
Very much. I fear that's... Good work. Oh. Sidian! Huh?
I'm going to try and look up that song.
What are you going to put do 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 do?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Come up with fucking sandstorm from Darude. I deserve to die.
You're talking about.
I deserve to die for that.
You deserve to die for a whole bunch.
Oh damn it! I forgot to bring a spare pickaxe. It's a good thing I always bring spare supplies to make stuff when I'm down here, for just such an occasion.
When Roger has a split personality disorder.
Aha!
Didn't even have to look that up in the end. It's like my brain is a dick. It senses when I'm about to get the information it's keeping from me, and gives it to me.
When he's walking to the flowers, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. God damn it. I hate when it's something so simple as well.
Yeah. Something we watch all the time, and we missed it.
Well, I'd like to remind everyone, it was last stated in episode 3, but nonetheless, the texture pack we are using is in the description. It's Dokocraft Dark. The link in the description will bring you straight to the website, so you can download this.
I haven't been mentioning that, have I?
No.
Didn't think so. Was I expected to mention that?
No, because I entirely forgot about it as well. And by episode 3, I meant to say episode 2. This is episode 4.
It is?
Yeah.
I've lost track.
So have I.
Tables change colour depending on the wood you use to make them.
What, crafting tables?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, that's bullshit. I am not amused. Why don't you just... Never mind.
What?
But why don't you just put an entire thing of them in and have 8 coal?
Because it's less... Why would I want to do an entire stack? Well, I only want to use one bit of coal. I mean, granted, I could have just threw it all in and then whatever, but... What's it do? It has to be perfect. I'm only doing that so I can get a couple of pickaxes.
I'm not amused.
Fine. I'm used to it. Why do I have 2 shovels, but... Arrangements.
Why have you even got a hoe underground?
Because I always have a hoe. Ready? Nothing?
I'm ignoring it.
Do 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 do. God, Ryan, you're so weird.
Nipple. You know you do. You know you just fucked up right there, don't you? You know you just all kinds of fucked up.
It was fine. It was the
I've
internet.
always told you to stay away from my tattoo and my nipple.
Your fault, internet. You did this.
Right. Don't blame the internet.
I'll blame who I want to blame. I'll blame North Korea if I want. Going back to that whole you calling them out right there. Which in some episode you did, whatever episode that was.
Episode...
I think it was episode 1.
I challenged North Korea and they still haven't responding, thus proving North Korea ain't got shit on me. Alright, here's one. Good topic for us. And yes, I was just looking up weird topics on my phone, because I forgot to prepare some for this episode. Hey,
Go
you
on.
forgot to remind me to do my homework.
I forgot to remind you to do anything. I didn't do anything myself, besides
Okay,
prepare the
change
world.
the subject on it, okay? Things you do when you're drunk.
No idea. Throw up in a bucket. Throw up in a bin, should I say.
Yeah, and that bin is still behind my back garden, rotting away, full of your vomit.
Why?
Well, I ain't gonna fucking deal with that. I just kind of threw it in an alley behind my garden, because no one ever goes, no one can get down there.
There you go. I just realised I was looking for diamonds and I just came
I'm
out.
gonna explain to the internet what the fuck you did. Right?
Go for it.
Me and Sean, we have a tradition of on New Year's Eve, on New Year's, doing nothing. Fun tradition we both enjoy, which is ignoring holidays altogether, so they don't exist anymore. And yeah, last year on New Year's, I got some alcohol in because I thought, fuck it, we might as well do something. So yeah, I got some alcohol in. He had beer. I drank my usual, just vodka. And yeah, long story short, he vomited in my bin and basically filled it up with his drunk essence. Then immediately sobered up, leaving it in my back garden. Which, I forgot about it. I will admit that was my fault. But yeah, that stayed in my back garden for a little while longer than it probably should have.
Well, if you just said it's still there and it's near enough New Year's, it's been there an exact year.
No, it's not in my garden anymore. I hosed it out and threw the bin over the back fence.
Oh, right.
Because no one can get down the alley behind my garden. I don't really want to touch it. So I put on rubber gloves and just kind of threw the bin.
I was impressed how much sick was in that, actually.
Yeah, fuck you, dude. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that's as far as you're willing to go with that one, because...
As far as I'm willing to go, I don't give a shit. What about you, then?
The things I've done when I'm drunk.
Yeah.
Nothing really. I just kind of get into fights when I get drunk. That's about the extent of it. I did fall asleep. I did wake up once on top of my dad's car. The
Fucking
next
hell.
day.
The car survived?
Fuck you. You know damn well I used to be skinny. Yeah, I've woken up in some pretty weird places, like my dad's car, someone else's bathroom. I didn't know whose bathroom it was.
Dude! Whoa, that's some fucking teamwork right there, jeez.
Yeah, that's about it. I'll find a different topic that one's boring.
Well, you're talking to someone that doesn't really drink. Once a year.
Funniest crime stories you know of. I know quite some weird. I know some weird ones. man who tried to rob KFC dressed as a chicken.
Some 8-year-old reported his account for being stolen on RuneScape. It got into the news, and then upon actually doing the interview and what have you, no one else knew about this other than people that actually play RuneScape that actually picked it up. The kid was saying how he spent, well, his mum was saying how she spent hundreds of pounds on items in this game.
Really?
Which real world trading is illegal, and you've got to be at least 13 to play RuneScape. So there's two things that person was doing wrong, and because of them, because of the fact the kid shouldn't even be playing RuneScape and was doing an illegal act anyway, fuck all happened. Did not get his account back.
Nothing at all.
No, he deserved it technically.
Oh, I wouldn't say he deserved it, but
So
yeah,
that's one thing.
that's quite a funny crime story.
Well, it's not. It's mediocre. It's the same sort of stupid shit you normally always do.
I know gruesome ones. I wouldn't say I really know of many funny ones other than the whole chicken robbing KFC thing. Oh, two men who robbed a store in America. So one of those typical chain stores like 7-Eleven or something. And yeah, they instead of wearing masks or anything, they put duct tape on their faces. And obviously duct tape doesn't come off too easily. So the two men were arrested with duct tape still on their face, but parts of skin missing off their face where they tried to take it off.
Oh.
Similar crimes like two guys who did the same sort of thing, but they painted their faces blue, with blue marker pen. So the two guys were still walking around like hours later with blue faces, which is racist to Smurfs, may I just add.
So I think what are the funny ones though? Because I'm sure I've heard tons of funny
I hear
ones.
so many, but I just kind of ignore them because
Well, it's because there's so many of them that my only reaction is just...
yeah, people are stupid. I kind of expect this kind of bullshit these days.
Yeah. I don't know, shit. I don't know. Oh, can I get it? Can I get the disc? Come on, do it again. Come on, do it again, come on. Come on. God damn it!
I just killed them both.
Yeah, but I wanted the disc.
Um,
This diamond hunt's failing so bad.
funny names to call your sister's boyfriend. That's a bit...
What?
Okay. There's one here that says surviving a blind date. I think this site may know me already.
Is that supposed to be a joke?
Depends on what your reaction is.
So I don't get it.
No. Here you go.
There's probably one person pissing himself with laughter at that.
Probably. This is the same guy who's just been sticking with us this whole time.
Yeah, that one guy is just like, these guys are terrible, but I can't stop watching.
Get in contact with us. Give you a special prize for being tolerable.
You monitor me for it.
Tolerating.
I'll give it.
First time you got drunk.
First time I got drunk.
I mean,
Around...
you're Scottish, so it's probably something somewhere near your birth, right? We're talking that sort of time.
I would say, yeah, I remember the whole thing, but I would say, yeah, I was drunk.
Is the rumour true that Scottish actually give birth into a vat of whiskey, just so children know what
That
they're
is
getting
true.
into?
That is very true.
It's true.
Well, it was actually around yours. That horrific night I got with Savannah.
Oh god.
Um,
Yeah, she's like Savannah. She's a lovely girl. She's not about some at a time. She's a nice girl. But
God, she will not leave me alone.
yeah, she's a very praying mantis looking.
One way of putting it. I remember walking in and seeing her there. Or no, she came in afterwards. Something.
Yeah,
Anyway, I was.
we were at mine, and then my dad's girlfriend's
that was it.
daughter came round and brought her friend Savannah, who I knew from school. And you can take a story over from here.
Yeah, I remember I was talking to someone that I knew via text, and I remember completely slating her. Like, I remember one comment I said was something like she had a chin of a blade. She had a really pointy chin.
Very.
Yeah.
She had as much chin as I have beard hair right now. It's like...
Pretty
I
much.
could probably mould my beard into the exact kind of like... Kind of look like Jafar from Aladdin. That level of pointy chinniness.
That's a reference to Aladdin I actually know. That's hilarious.
Yes. Reference you'd actually know as a celebration.
Hey, just before I continue this. Wow! Iron, iron, iron. Coal, gold, redstone, redstone.
No diamonds, not worth it.
Yeah, no. And, well, yeah, started drinking. Pretty sure I went through your dad's bottle of vodka that night.
I'll just set the background on this bit. My dad, who was going out soon, or he was going out, I can't remember. I think that was him going out when we stayed there, wasn't it? He was going out for a week or something.
Was it wait?
I
No.
think so. He had those crates, didn't he, that we...
Oh, brilliant.
Kind of
Oh,
smashed.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, my dad was going out for like a week to go see one of his friends up north. And he obviously intended to get drunk when he came back because he bought himself a crate of cider, like 24 crate of cider and 24 crate of lager. And with the intention of making me go to my mother's while he was gone. And yeah, that didn't really survive.
Needless to say, he went through... your dad had, what, 2 crates, didn't he?
Yeah, I went through the entire crate of cider in that night.
And I went through a litre bottle of vodka. And... which I would just like to say, vodka's probably the only form of alcohol I can actually keep down, somehow. Many times I've drinking a whole bottle or half a bottle of vodka been perfectly fine. Beer.
You get him drunk and he's like a vomit fountain.
Yeah. Yeah, so started getting on that. Then, well, she came over to me, and I guess she became pretty after I was drunk.
God bless beer goggles.
We'll leave it with that.
No, we will not leave it there.
Come on. Okay, then. Well, given the fact we were young.
She didn't become. I'd like to point out she didn't become pretty
No,
immediately. No, she was like a scarf to him. When we were on the couch, he was basically laying across the back of the couch.
She was laying on the back of the sofa, and then she was around my neck.
Yeah.
It literally was like a scarf. I like that about that. But unfortunately, it didn't stop there. Because the next morning, I guess I was still somewhat hungover, so she was still kind of pretty. She was leaving, the usual kiss goodbye, what have you. And she was still texting me, and of course in my head she was actually still pretty.
There's beer goggle left over from memory.
Yeah. And, wow, I need to empty my mood. I've just gone back. Okay. Eventually met up with her a week or so after. Needless to say, I was in for a shock. And then the relationship kind of ended pretty soon.
He texted me the same day saying, "What the fuck did I do? She couldn't have been this ugly the first time." Just various things like that. I mean, I'm a fairly unclassy guy, as you can tell.
Same, by the way.
I don't, she wouldn't have even got my number if that was the case. If I hook up at a party, the bitch stays at the party. That's about it. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Although, having said that, I remember her taking my phone. She went through my text and started talking to the person I was talking to. And then basically planted her number in my phone. I remember that. Can you stick up there?
Yeah, can you pass me the coaster or something? Yeah, I mean, I'm not immune to beer goggles. I mean, I've been with some pretty atrocious chicks, like even recently. But yeah, I've never done that level of stupid. I mean, by the end of the night, I'd already forgotten her name and had moved on. But yeah.
Although, to take something away from this, from what you've been saying, nowadays she is apparently somewhat attractive.
Who?
Savannah.
How the hell did you get that from what I've been saying?
Because you told me a while ago.
I did?
Yeah. You said you saw her a while back walking around, and she actually wasn't bad.
That wasn't Savannah I was talking about. That was one of my ex-girlfriends.
And you said Savannah's better.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I'm
I'm 100% sure because I remember going, what the fuck are you talking about? Are you sure we're talking about the same person? You went, yeah. So is that okay?
What the hell was that thing?
What?
You got, I don't know, but you got two of them.
What?
Next to the La Paz.
Ah.
That was a wrong flash. It looked weird. It looked like kind of ghost pair of lips for a second there. I was like...
Anyway, what about you? What was the first time you got drunk?
Well...
Wow, that looks amazing.
It does. It looks like a block from Portal. Like he was like, first time I got drunk would be, well, when I was younger, because my dad's a little
Recovering.
alcohol.
Recovering alcoholic.
Yes, very well recovering as well.
So you're doing well with it?
It's been over Christmas. He's had a bit of a drink over Christmas.
Yeah, it has been Christmas, I'll give him that,
I've only
but...
seen him drunk on Christmas Eve itself. He was a bit drunk on Christmas, but Boxing Day he was fine.
That's alright. Sorry.
Yes, so he took me to a barbecue when I was, like, very young. I don't remember much about it, but I've always been, even when I was younger, I could pretty much out-drink my dad, which was hilarious.
Your dad's very much of a lightweight.
He is.
I mean, he drinks a lot, but
Yeah.
he is pissed immediately.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
I think all I remember really doing was feeding the dog beer. Well,
Whoa!
I didn't feed it.
Diamonds!
Ooh, I didn't feed it the beer. I mean, I did eventually, but I put my beer down. This is when I was like, I was way younger than 13. So in my like pre-digits. But yeah, it kind of I caught it trying to knock cans over. It was knocking cans over, sinking its teeth into them, and then drinking the spray that came out. So in the end,
I just had an image of your dog going...
yeah, it was
with a
basically
cat.
like that. It
Oh,
was
that's
piercing
it.
it, and then when the pressure would spit the beer out, its gins is going like that. And yeah, so in the end, I ended up kind of giving it. I'd keep asking for beers, and then I'd kind of give. So I gave one to the dog, and then I had one. Like basically, so yeah, the first time I ever got drunk.
6 diamonds! We found diamonds!
First time I ever got drunk
Was that more?
was with a dog.
More diamonds! That has never happened to me.
Me and moral of the story is me and dogs are very.
Me and
freaky
dogs.
people. Yeah. I mean,
Me and
I
drugs.
won't drink with another human, but put me at a bar with another dog. I'll drink that dog under the table. But yeah, I think that was the first time.
That's dirty.
Only in your mind. But yeah, other than that, yeah, I think that was the first time I remember getting drunk.
14 diamonds! Oh!
Now you're gonna fall in some lava.
Yep. Right, actually, I'm getting to the surface. Which, by the time I get to the surface, will probably be a good time to end. Huh?
A lot of these are like really girly questions. What movies teach you about love and dating that is absolutely lame? Oh, I guess it's like, what movies have those really lame concepts that you're just like, ugh.
Any romantic
Yeah.
film.
I'm not big on romance, so anything that shows human emotion is just immediately disgusting.
Well, that's the thing. I don't mind romantic films, but I don't mind them up until the last half hour. Because they're somewhat independent, but then the last half hour, they just become every other film. And it's just like...
Exactly. Oh, things you shouldn't say to a cop who pulls you over for speeding.
Right, nigga? Ooh,
You actually just said that on the internet.
I did.
We're gonna have to beat that out in editing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. This is like a whoa moment.
See, normally I wouldn't give a shit. But
The internet does.
Well, to be fair, I don't give a shit what the internet thinks, but I have no doubt it'll probably somehow come to a fucking lawsuit.
Probably.
Well-known tip right there. Sean don't give a fuck what the internet thinks. I'm sure the internet don't give a shit about me either.
I wouldn't think so.
I love you too. Thank you.
You did not just do that.
Hey, I had an itch, so thank you. I'm just waiting for the fucking hammer in a minute. Yeah.
Trying to make it itch again. I want to punish you.
I see you're itching it for me, so... Why am I lagging? I have just started lagging like fuck.
Korea's taking action.
Damn you, Ryan!
One of those is like, do you know why I pulled you out? I'll watch you forget already.
Oh,
Being a dick. Or just as soon as they come to me, like, I have a girlfriend.
I have a gun.
No, I have your gun. Then just drive away.
Stand back! I've got a gun! No, there's two questions to that, or two ways to take that question. American police pulling you over, and British police. American police, if you say, stand back, I've got a gun, you're dead.
Yeah.
British police...
They run away scared.
No, they'd look at you and go, that's very funny. Because, you know, guns don't exist here.
Yeah, they do. They really
Unless you're Muslim.
What?
Unless you're Muslim, in which case.
That's racist and we're going to have to bleep that
I'm
out.
not believing that.
I own a gun. I'm not
air
Muslim.
rifle.
No, I used to have an old 9mm.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm not believing that. Besides, it's pretty much run over my time anyway, so...
Pretty much. It's one more topic. Should we have time for one more topic?
We can... Oh, slime. Yeah, go on. Quickly.
Well, this one is funniest nicknames you've ever been given.
Funniest nicknames. I don't really have any funny nicknames. I have offensive nicknames.
Good enough.
Well, nicknames I've always been given that I find... Well, used to find offensive. Which... The most common one is obviously Sean the Sheep.
I like that.
Which then got translated into Sean the Sheep Shagger. Which got carried on by the fact he brought Sally for me. Sally. So I can never really get... Oh god. Get away from this. Yeah. We'll leave it at that. And I don't want to have this on my head. Before I end up, what about you? What's...
Well, I'm not sure I'm going to share too. Not many of them are offensive because I grew very quickly in school and no one really offended me because of my obvious
20 foot wide and
nature.
tall.
I had
Wait, no,
once
so-
I used to have a earring. I wore a hoop earring once, and that sprouted the name Pirate Proj, which was strange.
Little bit.
Yeah, and then I just things like that. Dino Proj, Projosaurus. In more recent years, I think two ones what I only originally called now are Iron Mountain and Viking, which doesn't make any sense because I'm not Scottish and my beard is only a little bit ginger.
Anyway, that's time for me to end up. Well, I'll stand up, should I say. Yeah, fuck it. It's on me.
Us, you,
Yeah,
whatever.
it's me. It's on me.
So you, whatever.
It's on me. He doesn't exist, it's fine. So, it was... Thank you for tuning in, or skipping to the end to watch the outro. Whatever.
Or just not watching. Thank you anyway for.
Well, you think about it. If they're actually listening to this, they've watched it, or they've skipped to the end.
No, this is just psychic signals. I'm just thanking.
Psychic signals to everyone, that's not everyone, that's no one.
Thank you, Internet, for hosting us.
Hosting us? Yeah.
I suppose we're being hosted by YouTube. YouTube's hosted by the Internet. Thank you, whoever invented the Internet.
I used to know his name. I used to know that.
Mike Internet?
I'm pretty sure it was someone with nothing to do with internet name. Because everyone names the... So. Anyway, I'm dragging on here. Ciao! Punch.